Now, my final guests' hit films include My Best Friend's Wedding, Shakespeare in Love, and, of course, Shrek 2 and 3. He's back on the big screen next week, playing 3 roles in the latest St Trinian's movie, The Legend of Fritton's Gold. Will you please welcome Rupert Everett? Let's hear you. Ladies of St Trinian. Get yourself down. How are you? Oh, St Trinian's is back. Hurrah, hurrah.
Now, the backstage area is full of semi-naked men. What's going on?
It always is, Rupert.
Oh, I see.
We double up after
Fluffers.
6 as a strip club. No.
I see.
Why are they all naked back there?
I don't know. One of them's your producer, one's the director. I mean,
That's James. Honestly, give them a fiver, they whip their clothes off. It's shocking.
It's great. That's why I keep coming back.
St Trinian's is back. Hooray.
We're back. Yeah. We come out the week after next, and tomorrow's the premiere.
Yeah.
And it's a very exciting new film, and I think everyone's going to really love it.
Do you know when I went... The first one I loved, because it's a hard act to follow, isn't it? The original St
It's a really hard act to follow.
I mean, you think... I was just... Because they did the Wildcat of St Trinian's, which wasn't much cop.
No.
The Great St Trinian's Train Robbery, which was fab. And I thought, how are they going to do? I love Miss Fritton.
Well, luckily, the lucky thing is they were such a long time ago now that people don't really know them.
Right,
But still,
yeah.
anyone who does, Alistair Sim is one of the great actors. So it was a scary thing to take on. But I had this idea... really, but from seeing the Duchess of Cornwall, I thought, my God, she could be... she should be in St Trinian's.
You got to say it. Seriously, you want to see Rupert? I mean, I love the walk.
No.
The shoulders over, it's fabulous. I mean, it really is.
And she's a fabulous character, and my version is different from Alistair Sims.
Totally, yeah.
Because Alistair Sims was more of a kind of North London medium kind of woman. And mine is an all-out upper-class woman, you know, rather like those two characters in The French and Saunders, you know. My leg came off yesterday, you know, those...
Stuff and nonsense.
Yeah, stuff and nonsense.
She's an old Sloane, isn't she?
She's an old Sloane, she's used to rationing, all those good things. And,
with an old Hermes scarf on and all. I mean, she's fabulous, and you've really put your own mark on her.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, it's been a lot of fun to do, and to be really involved in it, you know, because... the two guys who make them, Barnaby and Oliver, we've made lots of films together before, and so it has been, I must say, one of the nice things in my career to get this together and do it.
Have you got new pupils in the girls' school?
The lovely Sarah Harding.
Oh, fabulous.
To start with.
What's she like?
Oh, she's great. And she's very, very good in the movie, too.
And she's naughty.
Who does she play?
She plays... well, she has the best entrance of the movie, which I think might be in the trailer. At the beginning of term, she arrives in this big rock star's touring bus. And she's just basically spent the holidays being a, you know, slaggy old rock chick. And she comes back to school, and the rock star is desperate for her to go on being with him, but she wants to go back to school. So she has a great entrance, and she's very good in the film. And all the girls are fantastic.
Is Celia in it? Celia Imrie?
Celia's still in it.
She's matron.
She's matron.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we do all our stuff together, her and me. And, of course, Colin Firth is still in it, too.
He gets I can't say this, enema, doesn't it? I always say an enema.
Well,
like I said,
I don't know how you know he got an enemy, because... Did he get an enema?
Celia gives him an enema.
Celia gives him an enema. Not me. I would never give Colin an enema.
But he suffers loads of indignities, doesn't he, poor Colin Firth, in this?
Well,
he's just asking for it, though, Colin Firth, isn't he?
He's an alcoholic at the beginning, and we have to get him back off the street and put him through the St Trinian's rehab.
Look at your face.
I love her. I mean, she's my kind of gal, Miss Fritton, you know. Yes. She really is.
But she's a lot of hard work, you know. I mean, doing drag, I must say, there were several moments I felt kind of depressed. You know, I was 50 years old and I'm sitting there on set. Because once you're in the corset and the things, you can't move.
No, exactly.
So you can't really talk to people and have a gossip. No. You're just sitting there thinking, God, I'm 50 and this is me now. That's sexy.
Rupert, I've been there.
I know, Doug. That's why I've got a beard.
I sat in the theatre doing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, watching 3 mice fight over a Malteser in the dressing room with a collar like that, a cowl on and a crown, and looked at me and I thought... Yeah, I'm too long in the tooth for this now. My son is setting fast. You can't have a wave when you've got that corset on, can you?
No, but you can't even be sexy with anyone.
Nothing.
Right? Nothing.
You just sit there. I know exactly where you're coming
awful,
from.
Absolutely
and
awful.
People don't know how to deal with you either. That's the other thing. They don't know how to relate to you.
When you're in costume.
Yeah. No. You know, they say, everything all right, Lily? They used to go, whoa.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's peculiar, isn't it?
And then you're always being fiddled with because your eyelashes come off, or like sometimes my tits would drop out through the bottom of my costume. And I'd have this big lump, like a thrombosis on my leg, and they somehow worked their way down. And then they'd have to take me off, unzip me, unlycra me.
Find the boob, shove it in, yeah.
And then
Welcome to our world.
No, it's not
No,
the
it's
same.
not,
Not the same, darling.
Davina, I used to go and have a wee, right, with false nails on, and I'd come out and I'd look, and one missing.
If you want to go to the loo, you have to take the nails off.
Everything.
The wig, you have to batten down.
Yeah.
The eyelashes, you have to be careful taking the dress off.
Yeah.
Then you have to take about 4 layers of corsets and bone
tights,
off.
yeah.
And then you have to, like...
Non-stop shaving.
Then you have to try and... You've got your things down like that. You have to try and aim onto the loo. And then you're sitting there, you know, really uncomfortable like this. And then you have to put the whole lot back on. Like getting this round, getting it back over.
But don't you develop a bladder like a camel? You
Yes,
really do.
I didn't go to the loo from morning, noon till
I never
night.
went for 22 years. David Tennant, I was reading an article, and he said he absolutely adored flirting with Camilla.
Oh, well, we have a great scene when he arrives in the school. He tries to take over the school, and we're sort of, we're very turned on by each other.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a shag in the air.
Rip it,
Oh, sorry. Well, no,
We're talking about
a cup of tea, a cup of tea in the air.
Very
A cup of
sorry.
tea, yeah. Sorry, darlings.
It's OK. I'm going to start self-mutilating now under the desk.
Not in that costume.
Let's have the trailer bit, please.
On December 18th.
Who are you people?
We're your worst nightmare.
You're not the Bee Gees. Take that.
When rebellion is tradition.
Some women are born great, like the Queen. Some become great, like Lady Gaga. Who's with me?
The trouble will be legendary.
Hello, boys.
I'll be having a bit of that. Yeah. I love the St Trinian girls.
Oh, they're
Fabulous.
fantastic, the girls, yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Now, I was talking to Julian Clary. He went to see you on Broadway in Blood Spirits.
Did he?
Yeah, he went to one of the previews.
Oh,
one
when
of the
did he
very
come back?
first.
The previews?
Yeah. He said it was fantastic. Is
Really?
it coming over here?
No, I don't think it is coming over here because Angela Lansbury...
I mean, she must have been great as Madame Arcati.
She was unbelievable, but she's now, aged 84, she went straight from that into a little night music.
How did they do it, these older
I don't know,
actresses?
because I still haven't got over being in Blithe Spirit. It was so exhausting. I thought I was going to die by the end.
Yeah.
But she's unbelievable.
They're made of something different, aren't they?
84.
Yeah, rationing.
Yeah, is that what it is?
That's what it is. That's what does it. It's rationing and a kind of blitz mentality.
Do you think so?
Yeah, we're just putty compared to that
We are.
generation.
Yeah.
And she was in a good mood every day, and the theatres there are tough because they're air-conditioned with, like, they're refrigerators. And disease traps as well.
Yeah.
Because they're covered with dust and everybody's always ill.
Yeah.
Not Angela Lansbury.
No, tough.
You know, I'm so glad to hear you say that because I love Angela.
Oh,
Lansbury,
she's
and I'm
fabulous.
so pleased that she is everything that I've always wanted her
And
to
also,
be.
the thing about her is also, she's not in the play, but in life, she's very beautiful and elegant too.
Yes.
She's a great-looking lady. And, the thing is, I was planning on at least being ill 5 times during the run, you know, with a little bit of flu or something or other, you know, just have a couple of days off. And then I suddenly realised this lady is never, ever, ever going to be off, and that meant I couldn't either.
Can't, that's right. And Christine Ebersole was in it as well, wasn't she?
She's fantastic, yeah.
I mean, there's a musical called Grey Gardens, which never came over.
Never came over here. It was
No, because nobody
marvellous.
wanted it, and it was sinful because it was fantastic.
She's fantastic,
yeah, isn't
Christine.
she?
Yeah.
So it's not going to come to the West End.
It's not going to come to the West End, no, I don't think so now. I mean, maybe in a year or so, but I think, you know, things have to happen straight away or not at all,
Yeah,
really.
Yes.
exactly, yeah.
And
Here,
also, reviving things is really... It is kind of like the most awful type of déjà vu, because you finish after 5 months in a show, and no one can ever understand, apart from show people, how exhausting that whole thing is, doing 8 shows a week. 'Cause it seems very easy, but it's not. But the idea of coming back, it's like, the whole thing was a dream, and that was just the first day of rehearsal, and you have to do it all over again. I think that's a bit much.
Do you know what it is? Because all day, I don't know about you, you're just worried about the performance in the evening.
You can't do anything else
Relax
but worry.
and enjoy
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You can't go out afterwards.
No.
Nothing works, really.
Oh, I used to go out afterwards. It's half my trouble.
Really, I just never had the energy.
I used to find... Well, night time's my time, you see. So, you know, we're not late hours. So, of course, I was up and running after the show.
Right.
It was the morning. It was the matinees used to kill me.
Oh, the matinees.
Yeah.
They really do make you feel suicidal.
Don't they? You
Sometimes.
drag
Really,
yourself in
yeah.
the vein and you go, why me?
And then
I'm going to
sometimes...
give an extra big round of applause, I think, the next time I go and see a matinee. I'm going to be like,
You really
Thank
do,
you.
know, and I really admire performers who give it 100% in matinees because
brilliant.
you've got to do that again.
Well, funnily enough, New York, the audiences really are I mean, I'm not saying this to criticise English audiences, but they're much tougher audiences.
Yeah.
The New York audience just loves it.
Rupert, that's it.
That's it, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, come on, let's hear it for Rupert Everett. And don't forget,
Thank you.
St Trinians are coming back. Go and see it.
Love you.